you heard about that game between the Lakers and the Mavericks in late February? It was insane. Jarred Vanderbilt, who nobody really knew about, made this incredible play that left everyone in awe. People are saying that he's the modern Dennis Rodman. Whoa, that's a huge compliment, but is it really true? Today, let's look at his skills and analyse the current sensation, Jarred Vanderbilt. So in the recent game between the Lakers and Mavericks, Luka Doncic passed the ball to Tim Hardaway Jr. on the left wing, and Vanderbilt just quickly read the situation and made the amazing move. He used his crazy combination of length, athleticism, IQ, energy and instincts to deflect the pass with his 7'1" wingspan, and then outran Doncic to save the ball from going out of bounds. And then in one fluid motion, he made this over-the-shoulder pass to his teammate Troy Brown Jr. for a breakaway layup. It was so fast and smooth the commentators were just blown away. They couldn't stop talking about how Vanderbilt seemed to be everywhere on the court. But get this, that incredible play was just one of several key plays Vanderbilt made during the game. He was just all over the place, crashing the offensive glass, tipping passes and dribbles, pressuring ball handlers, navigating screens and switching and rotating at precisely the right moment. It was like he was playing with a level of energy and determination that you just don't see every day. And yeah, he made a few aggressive mistakes, but the coaches could live with that, given everything else he was bringing to the game. What's really crazy is that even though Vanderbilt wasn't the most well-known player among the Lakers' trade deadline additions, he quickly became one of the central figures in the team's second half turnaround. Since February 11th, the Lakers have had the best record in the West and the second best defense in the entire league. And Vanderbilt has been this ideal frontcourt complement to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It's just amazing to think about how much of an impact one player can have on an entire team. He's a machine out there on the court, but I can't help but worry about whether he can keep up this level of performance throughout the entire season. I mean, his energy and athleticism are off the charts, but will he eventually hit a wall? It's clear that Vanderbilt's talent and work ethic are remarkable, and his Lakers teammates and coaches have taken notice. They've even dubbed him the Energizer Bunny and the best defender in the NBA, and D'Angelo Russell has even compared him to the legendary Dennis Rodman. But I'm still concerned about whether Vanderbilt's all-out style of play is sustainable. It's not just natural talent that fuels his performance, but also his careful analysis of opponents. He spends hours watching films and studying scouting reports to know when to pick up, back off and shoot gaps for a steal. Vanderbilt's drive to play with such intensity is rooted in the obstacles he's overcome in his career, including multiple foot injuries in high school and being traded 3 times in 3 seasons. His older brother and manager Jamal believes that Vanderbilt's passion for the game is driven by the fear of having it taken away from him yet again. It's amazing to see Vanderbilt's journey to becoming a valuable player for the Lakers. After suffering a left foot injury, he returned to the team with a new mindset and a focus of his strengths, which included defense, rebounding and toughness, and he readily delivered in a conference matchup against Alabama, where he was asked to go be Dennis Rodman. Vanderbilt's story is a reminder that sometimes setbacks can lead to breakthroughs. His journey is inspirational and motivating to anyone facing challenges of their own. He had it all going for him: a 5-star prospect, a McDonald's All-American, and a top 15 recruit. He was a left-handed point forward, a rare and valuable skill set in basketball, just like Lamar Odom or young Ben Simmons. But Jarred's incredible growth spurts, which took him from 5'10" to 6'4" and then to a towering 6'8", also put a lot of pressure on his delicate frame. He suffered 2 broken feet, one in his junior year and the other in his senior year, and opted for surgery on the second occasion, which meant having a screw implanted to stabilise it. Then heartbreakingly, he broke his foot again at Kentucky, his college basketball team. And these injuries took a significant toll on Jarred's mental health. His family was athletic, but he had never experienced the kind of recurring injuries that he was dealing with. But let me tell you, his time at Kentucky was a turning point in his career. Despite setbacks, he was part of a talented roster of players, including 6 who would later play in the NBA. Jarred adapted to his team's needs and honed his off-ball skills. After he was cleared to return to the court, he played in 14 games and did well, averaging 5.9 points, 7.9 rebounds and 0.8 blocks. However, just as he was starting to make progress, he suffered yet another injury, this time to his ankle in a late season practice. This meant he had to miss out on the SEC and NCAA tournaments, a massive blow to his morale. For years, Vanderbilt was considered a surefire first-round pick, if not a lottery prospect. But then came the injury and suddenly everything was up in the air. Would he ever be the same player again? Would he ever be able to stay healthy for a full season? Despite the uncertainty, Vanderbilt's coach, Calipari, urged him to enter the draft, and rather than wait and hope his foot problem would magically disappear, Vanderbilt decided to take matters into his own hands. He underwent a bone graft on his left foot to fix the issue once and for all, even though it meant being immobilized for 6 long months. The gamble paid off, sort of. Vanderbilt slipped the draft and lost out on the chance to be a first rounder. But the Denver Nuggets saw his potential and traded up to pick him at number 41. Now, with his NBA dream finally realised, Vanderbilt is determined to make the most of it. Vanderbilt's road to the NBA was far from easy, and it took a lot of hard work, sacrifice and willingness to take risks. But for every success story like his, there are countless others who would never make it. He was a top 15 recruit in 2017 and was hyped up to be the next big thing in basketball. With his size and guard skills, some even dared to compare him to LeBron James. Unfortunately, things didn't quite pan out for Vanderbilt in college. He had trouble finding his place in the rotation at Kentucky, and injuries didn't help his case. As a result, he fell to the 41st pick in the NBA draft. But don't count him out just yet. Vanderbilt has since become one of the NBA's top defenders. It's a bit worrisome to think that a player with Vanderbilt's pedigree had trouble finding his place in college, but it's great to see him thriving in the NBA. He's a beast on defense and a key player in the team's aggressive defensive strategy, which is ranked 11th in the league. But it's not just his physical gifts that make him special, it's his mind too. He possesses an instantly response to stimuli, playing with the focused, unceasing thrust of an amphetamine high. He does things on the court that no other players would even dare think to do. Against spaced out, decentralized offenses, Vanderbilt is the ideal player, canvassing and patrolling the whole court. He's fast and snags more contested rebounds than any other high-minute forward. He's like the modern-day Dennis Rodman with an unparalleled motor. Vanderbilt is a crucial player in the Timberwolves' defense, which consists of 3 scorers and 10 rabid, obnoxious offenders. He is the kind of player that any winning team needs. He plays hard, makes possessions happen, guards whoever he's asking to guard, then is unselfish. But despite all of his talents and hard work, Vanderbilt hasn't been able to replicate the world-destroying dominance of his adolescence in the NBA. And that's all for now. We hope you enjoyed the video and gained some new insight into these exciting NBA matchups. We want to hear from you. What do you think about all this? Let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more NBA content and analysis. Until next time, keep following us guys, and we'll see you again soon in the next video. Peace.